Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we'll be talking about how to grow and start your business. So I get a lot of DMs of people asking me how do they start their business, how do they grow their business. So today I'm going to be talking about the different ways you can actually start and grow your business, and this is actually from personal experience, just what I have done and actually worked for me. So it's not like I took any business course or anything. So let's start. So I listed like a couple of things, and I'll just like talk about them as I mentioned them. So the first one is identify new opportunities. So when I say identify new opportunities, it's basically me saying what, like, find like something you want to do, come up with an idea. It could be even like an idea that is already like invented or something, because you know, like, no idea is actually truly original. Somebody somewhere has probably thought about it. So it's like, come up with something that you know that, okay, fine, this is going to actually make wave and it's going to be a big hit. So let's say, so like whoever started Uber probably wanted to like hail a cab and couldn't get a cab. So maybe the person now came up with, you know what, let me create an app that is going to work comfortably for whoever. Like, you can just get it from your location and you take it to the location you want to go to. So the idea doesn't have to be original, it doesn't have to be your own. It could be something that you've seen somebody do, but you feel like it could be better or it needs an upgrade. So you can now like decide to actually like take that idea and upgrade it to yours. I'm not saying steal somebody's idea, but then come up with something that is, you feel like it's going to be better or it's going to sell. So that's basically you identifying new opportunities, coming up with new ideas, something that you feel like is going to be profitable, and moving on to like actually like perfect it and start a business. So the next one is research. This is probably the most important one, because whatever it is that you want to do is very, very important that you research on it. You find out, even if Google is your friend, so use Google. Check out if you need to actually like you need a license, you need any registration or whatever it is. Check out the whatever the business actually entails. If it's like you need equipment, you need to have a certain thing. If find out a lot of things about, even down to where you can sell your market, who you can sell your market to. Do like an extensive research. Don't just go into it heads on, because if you go into it heads on and you don't really know what you're doing, that could be a problem. So even research doesn't even have to be you just checking Google. Ask around. Let's say, for instance, if you want to sell fabrics now, ask around and ask wherever, okay, fine, what type of fabrics would you like, what material, what grade. If it's hair, you want to find out, okay, fine, what type of hair do people like. Do like an extensive research to find out what people actually want, who your target audience should be, what your market is like. Like, if you want to go into a logistic business, you want to find out what it really entails, what registrations you probably need, how much to get your bike. If you getting a rider is easy, what do you need? So you need to do like extensive research on whatever it is you want to dabble into before you dabble into it. So that's that on research. So the third one is how to start with or without capital. So if you watch my get to know me tag, you will see I spoke about starting my business without capital. You know, naturally I'm not a very conventional person, so I don't know if it's going to work for you, or it worked for me. So I would definitely like recommend you try it. So a lot of people actually like give excuses that they've not been able to start their business because they don't have capital. But here's the thing, you can actually start your business without capital if you can come up with like a very reasonable way to go about it. Let's say, for instance, let me give a very visible explanation now. So let's say people that sell fabrics online on Instagram, for instance, now they don't necessarily buy the fabrics down and keep it in their shop. Okay, when somebody wants to buy, they buy it. Even people that sell clothes, like all these clothes you see, most time what they do is that they find a vendor or a wholesaler that sells it. Let's say they go to Lagos Island, for instance, and they go to a shop that, okay, fine, they sell this fabric. So they just take pictures of it, post it online, and when people see the pictures and like it, they're like, okay, fine, you know what, I would pay for this fabric, and then they now go to the market to buy the fabric and sell to you. So that's actually how it works. So if you want to work without capital, find out if whatever business you're going into actually is something that you can just get outsource the fabric somewhere else, or outsource the product somewhere else, and then collaborate with or come up with an agreement with whoever it is, the wholesaler or whoever is going to be manufacturing for you, that it will be an instance of where you only you buy on order in the sense that you can take pictures and post it on your social media platform or wherever it is you want to sell, and then whenever a customer orders for it, you go to that person to manufacture it for you or sell it to you, then you sell to that person at your own price. Let me give an instance, like let me repeat what I said about how I started my business. When I did a first sample, like you don't need a large sum. I probably only had like less than 5,000 to start my business, because I just did one sample of sandal, and when people liked it, what I did was I would wait till like I get 10 orders, then I would gather the money together. That time I used to outsource and give shoemakers to make for me. So I would take the money, whatever the shoemaker says, okay fine, you're going to pay for 10 pairs, I will now give the shoemaker to actually make the sandals, and I sell. And before I sell it to them, I take more pictures of it again and post, and then customers buy. So it was going on like that for a while, until I eventually saved up enough to stand on my own and have my workshop and buy materials and start producing like on the go. So you don't need to start big. A lot of mistake people actually make is expecting to start big. You can start small, and then from there you can expand. And if you do need capital, one thing I would, depending on the scale of your business, so if it's only necessary, I would advise to take a loan at the bank. But if it's not necessary, if it's not something that is so big, please don't take a loan. Don't put an unnecessary burden on yourself. If anything, you can ask family or friends, or you can just even like save up. Maybe take an extra job or a part-time job, and then just work towards saving up till you get, okay fine, the right amount for you to start your business. Like I said, you don't need to start big, you can just start small. So that is that on how to start with or without capital. So the next one is the process of starting your business. Like I said, I've said identify new opportunities, find like an idea, come up with the idea of your business that you want to do, research widely on it, and then come up with what you want to do, and then find your capital, or if you know you can work without capital, work towards. You need to come up with a particular plan. You have a plan. So don't just say, okay, I want to start this business today, then you start today. Sit down and come up with an extensive plan of who you want your target audience to be, who do you want to sell to, what you want to do, what your budget is, what you plan on like making, how much you probably want to sell your product, how you want to go about it. Like do like an extensive planning on what you want to do before you go forward to starting your business. And then the next one is the power of social media. You don't know how important this one is. Like this is probably the most important after the whole research thing. Like social media is like the new in thing. Like it is what is reigning now. So you don't know how you have to like to sell your market on social media is like the biggest opportunity you have right now, because we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have like a lot of platforms you can actually sell on. So it's very, very important that you pick the platform, or you can even open your business on every platform. That is actually the most advisable. Like open your business in every platform, on every platform possible, and then just push. Like just know, okay fine, let's say for instance for Instagram now, Instagram is probably like the best marketplace and the best place to market your product. So the best thing to do is open an Instagram account, follow people. This is the thing I always tell people: don't say people are not following me back. Follow people that are most likely going to be your target audience. Follow them. The ones that will follow you back. Continuously follow people. Don't worry about, oh, I have 1,000 people I'm following, only 20 people are following me back. No, don't worry about that. Just continuously follow them. Your market will come to you. And another thing I say is make good use of your Facebook ad. Facebook ad also works for Instagram. So this thing actually is the best way to actually get customers, because there you can customize who you want to sell to, the audience you want to sell to. Let's say for instance, let me explain how to customize your Facebook ad. You can just say, okay fine, I want to sell to people in Lagos. I want to sell to people that will most likely buy my product. Use your Facebook ad, like completely use it to the fullest. Obviously it's advisable to actually have a budget. Like don't spend way past your budget, but then just know how to utilize your social media properly to get your target audience. So as I was saying about the power of social media, like open your business page on different accounts, like on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your Twitter, and always post pictures. See, nobody's going to carry your business on your head the way you carry it. So do it shamelessly. Like don't feel embarrassed that, oh, I'm constantly posting about it. I mean, sometimes it comes to me like that. Sometimes I feel like this bit embarrassed, like, do I really have to disturb these people again with my business? But trust me, you're the one that needs money. You don't care about any other person. So post, disturb them. Family and friends that can possibly help you, to disturb them with your pictures of your products. Tell them to help you advertise. See, even if you go out, anybody you see, I'm selling this, I'm doing this, please come and patronize me, because you really don't know who is going to patronize you. So always try to like put your business out there on your social media. If it's like maybe it's like you sell products, just post constantly. People should come and actually patronize you, people should come and buy. And one thing that is advisable is that put a clear description of your product, because people don't want to waste time. So whatever it is you are selling, put the price, put whatever it is, wherever your location is, so they don't have to stress. Like, put a very make it easy for people to actually want to patronize you, basically. And curate good content, like post something that people want to see, something that's actually attractive to them. So yes, please learn how to use your social media properly. And another thing I always want to say though, like when I say learn how to use your social media properly, please learn how to use it properly. I would never advise that when you have a business, you should use your business page to comment on sensitive issues, because I see a lot of people doing that. You feel like maybe if you use your business page to comment on blogs, people will be interested and would come and say, no, that's not professional, that's not ethical. Like, try and keep your personal opinion to be your personal opinion. If anything, as a business owner, be neutral. Don't be political, just be neutral. I'm not saying don't stand on the side of good, but sometimes what you feel might be good might not necessarily be good. Like, settle down, like sit well with other people. So basically, just try and be like in the middle. I'm not saying don't stay true to yourself, but don't just dabble with one side. What I'm just trying to say is that please avoid using your business page to comment on sensitive or controversial topics. Like, just try to stay neutral, and if you have to, use your personal page. Don't attract any bad energy, because if you might feel like you are selling your business, but some other people are looking at, oh, is that business page again commenting rubbish? I don't want that to buy from that person, because I have done that before. Like, I don't want to associate with this person. I see the way this person is talking, I don't like that. So I would advise, please be neutral, especially if you're like a business owner. Please don't go about commenting on blogs or commenting about sensitive issues unnecessarily. So that's that on that. So the next one is finding your target audience. This is very, very, very important, because you need to know who you are selling to, who you want to sell to, and who is most likely going to buy from you. Because a lot of people mistake this, oh, this person is rich, so let me just sell to this person. The rich person might not necessarily want your product. The middle class person is most likely going to want your product and need it and want to buy it. So, and I always say don't underestimate anybody. Most times on social media, you see people say stuff like, this person has only 10 followers, this person cannot buy my products, let me excuse this person. But you see, it's the quiet ones that they don't allow their money. They just slide into your DM and say, you know what, send me your account number, and they pay. That's life for you. So always know your target audience. Know who is most likely going to buy your stuff. Let's say, for instance, if you're a graphics designer now, it's probably someone that is a business owner that needs use of logo or stuff that will probably need your product. So know your target audience and know who you want to sell to. Like for someone like me, when I'm selling my bags and my shoes and my heels, I know girls are most likely going to buy. So I follow girls because I know girls want. And then I follow some guys that obviously they want to spoil their baby girls now. So obviously, you know, they want to buy. So know your target audience and know who you want to sell to. Like if you're selling products now that you know, okay, fine, you want to sell baby products. Baby products probably work for expecting mothers or you see, not probably young girls. Like, what am I buying baby products for? Do you get? And like if you're selling like office items, office wear, anything, you know, obviously that is for people that probably like work 9 to 5. So know your target audience and know how to get them to patronize you. And that is where I said, okay, fine, the whole using your social media comes to play. Follow people that are actually your target audience. No, okay, fine, this set of people I'm following are most likely going to buy my product, so let me follow them. And then once in a while, I'm not saying like aggressively, like their posts, try to interact with their posts so they can even check you out and say, okay, fine, you know what this person is posting, I like it. So yes, please know your target audience, very important. And even if you don't know your target audience, research on it. Research extensively on it, like, okay, fine, this is who I want to sell to, and this is who is going to most likely buy my product. I know what I'm saying now seems like I'm only talking about people that are selling products. I'm not talking about other business owners that actually like do or sell other things or sell other services, but it actually applies to, like, if you're into selling of land or properties or anything, know the kind of people that are most likely going to patronize you, people that are probably looking for houses and everything. So search for those people. It's easy to search them on social media. It's just as easy as searching I need a place. You see a lot of people posting, please, I need a place. Those kind of people, follow them. they will probably see when you follow them that, okay, fine, this person is a property seller, let me buzz this person, maybe the person will have like an apartment for me. So you can easily search it. Like me now, for instance, when I have a logistic company, so sometimes when I need a customer, what I do is I just go on my Twitter and I just search, I need delivery service. And you see some people posting, please, I need a delivery service that can quickly go from Akoka to Lekki. And then I buzz them, I'm free. That is knowing your target audience and actually finding them. Because it's like, just search. Social media is so easy now, you can just search for stuff. Or just look at, somebody could even be posting. Don't ever miss any opportunity. Try and stay online. You can just see somebody posting, oh, I need a logistic company. Straight up, I'm under their DM. Follow me, call me on my phone. I'm there for you. That kind of stuff. So know how to find your target audience and make them come to you. So the next one is how to use Facebook ad to attract customers. Now this is so easy and simple and works like, in fact, this is probably the best way to actually like get your customers. So I was actually saying how to use social media, but another way to actually get customers to come to you faster is using your Facebook adverts. So you see, Facebook adverts actually works for Facebook and Instagram and some other websites, but I majorly use mine for Facebook and Instagram. And I'm telling you that I get, if not 70% or 80% of my customers from these Facebook adverts. So it's like you really need to create a budget for it. Like I know, for instance, that if I'm spending like 30k on it, I'm probably getting more than 7 customers back, and those 7 customers are most likely going to buy wholesale, which is probably like a lot of money and everything. So it's like you need to invest in it. You can start small. You can start as low as 1,000 naira per day or per week, but then just invest in it. And if you don't know how to go about it, get somebody that actually knows about it, and then tell the person to help you set it up. You can even use Google. Check Google how to set it up. It's actually quite straightforward. Like for your Instagram now, you just need to link your Instagram to your Facebook and then have it running. And now let me teach you a quick tip on how to use it to actually get your target audience and people that are most likely going to buy from. Okay, so now a quick tip on how to actually use your Facebook ad to actually attract customers. So now, when you open your Instagram ad and you want to like get customers, it shows you automatic, or you can actually customize. Best believe that the best way to actually get customers is not to use automatic, because automatic could just go to literally anywhere. But if you customize to your location, let's say for instance, now if I'm customizing for my logistic company now, I only work within Lagos, so I don't stress myself. I put only Lagos. It brings out the country you want to, the country or the state you want it to go to. So that way, wherever my ad is going to only people in Lagos. So you customize your ad in the sense that you want it to go to the country you want it to go to. It doesn't go to just anybody that probably not interested in your product. And then it shows you male or female, age. Then you now think about it, a 1-year-old to 10-year-old probably don't need your service. So customize your age to be between, let's say, 14 to 60 something. People that you know that are most likely going to be on social media and they need your service. In terms of male or female, depending on what you're selling, if I'm selling only heels, I can decide to put only for women. But me, I always put for like everybody, but then you can decide to put only women. So at least it makes your search advert broad. At the same time, it's like just for a particular person. Because if the ad is going to and is showing for 70% male and 30% women, when it's actually like you want to sell to majorly women, it's not worth it. So it's best to just put it, okay, fine, I want my ad to go to only women, or I want my ad to go to only men. And then you fix it that way. You fix the age too, and then interest. This is the thing. Let's say for instance, like I said, if you are into branding, let's say making paper bags or making logos, you probably want to put entrepreneurs, businesses that you know that will probably need your service to package their stuffs or their products. Or let's say for instance, if you are into there's just like a wide range of things basically. Like as a makeup artist, your interest can be anybody, because anybody needs a makeup artist, like literally anybody. But basically just customize your search to your interest to be people that are probably going to need your services. Like you can put entrepreneurs, you can put so many, like there's a wide range of things you can actually put. So know how to customize your search in terms of location. If you only want to sell to people in Nigeria, put Nigeria. If you only want to sell to people in Sokoto, put Sokoto. If you only want to sell to women, put women. If you only want to sell to men, put men. Or if you want to sell to men and women, put men and women. If you want to sell to young people, customize it to the age you want. If you want to sell to young, old, customize to the age you want. Like, just customize, make sure you customize it widely, and then you get to a point where you see the payment place, customize to your budget. Mine is in dollars, so I always end up spending dollars, and I could do a minimum of $5 per day. But if yours is in naira, just work with what you have. Literally, like, work with maybe 500 to 1,000 per day. Like, set a budget. And I'm always saying this though, whatever you do, don't go out of your budget. Don't do more than you should, but then just know that you're doing enough. Just do enough that is actually going to like work for you. And then just observe the ad. Sometimes it could be a little bit discouraging because you're just seeing likes, and people are not interacting. But then just continue. It's like a continuous process. Somebody that is actually like liking it might be saving it for later. That, okay, fine, I'm going to come and patronize this person later. So that's why I would actually advise that if you have a business account, especially on Instagram, make sure it's a business account. So that way you can see the interaction. You can see who is saving your post, who is sharing your post. So that way you can know, okay, fine, you know what, when I did this ad, more than 30 people actually saved my post. So maybe those 30 people, out of those 30 people, maybe 10 persons will come back, or 10 people will come back. So just always like put your account to be a business account, and know how you go about actually advertising yourself. So that is the best way to use your Facebook and Instagram ad, and it works perfectly. So I'll definitely say you should up on that board and actually just try and start promoting your business through Facebook adverts. So yes, that's the best way. So the next one is form strategic partnership. So when I say form strategic partnership, basically is, don't make the mistake of thinking, oh, this person is most likely going to advertise for me better than this other person. Like I said, the best form of advertising is actually like using your family and friends and using your own social media platform. Like, just advertise the best way you can. Post constantly. Don't get tired of posting. Ask your family and friends to post for you. But a lot of people always misunderstand this and say, okay, fine, you know what, I'm going to pay an influencer to actually like promote my business. So I'm not saying that paying an influencer is not good. I'm just saying, know what works for you and know what pays you. So if you decide, okay, fine, I want to pay an influencer and a blog, know that that person actually has the audience to actually bring customers to you. So it won't be a situation where you pay them a large sum of money and then you get little or no interaction back. Because I see people paying blogs like more than 30k to actually advertise for them, and then you only get maybe 5 likes in return, and nobody actually asks you about your product or even patronizes you. And that could actually be like painful, because maybe that's even like your last card, or that's like a huge sum out of the little you had. So always know how to actually advertise and what way. Like, just form strategic partnership. It doesn't have to be, that is the thing, most people don't understand that it's not necessarily about having so much followers. The person can actually have so much followers and little engagement. So even if you're actually like buzzing an influencer, ask them, okay, fine, how is your engagement like? Who are the people that most likely when people see your stuff on you, do they actually want to buy it? Like, tell them to show you stuff that, and because there's some people that they don't necessarily have like a large following, but they have friends, they have a lot of friends. People like that, you can even give them whatever product it is you're selling, or offer your service to them. That way you know that when somebody sees it on them, or when people see it on them, they're like, oh my god, who did this for you, or who gave you that, and I want to patronize it. So like I said, don't dwell on, oh, this person is a big name, let me give it to you. Because let me tell you something, especially when you're not even paying them, if you feel like, oh, I'm going to give this person free product so the person can advertise for me free, I'm sorry to tell you, if they don't advertise for you, you can't beat them, because you literally didn't pay them. So try as much as possible to avoid doing it. So give you a free product in exchange for exposure. That thing is a scam, because some people will actually like post for you, but if you don't get the exposure you want, well, it's going to just be sad, and it's going to be like a huge loss, especially because you've actually spent money in producing that product you are giving them, or that service you are rendering to them. So always know if this person is actually going to be worth giving your product to in exchange of for exposure. Like, just know that if it's going to be worth it. If it's going to be worth it, by all means, go for it. Influencers are like raining right now, and there's a reason why they call some of them influencers, because they actually influence. Like, they would actually get customers and people to come to you. But you need to know the kind of person you're also going to go and meet. Like, a lot of people just feel like, oh, I'm starting a business, let me quickly give this in 1 or 2 influencers, and you end up seeing that you're giving more than half of your products away for free. Instead, sometimes you can even come up with a payment plan. They can pay half, or just come up with a better way. You don't need, see, let me tell you something, you don't need big people to buy your product. You need small people sometimes, small people that have the money, small people that actually need the product. It's actually fulfilling to know that somebody actually needs your product and wants to use, not someone that just can do, just person, you just will give it to the person will just take it, not like they don't want it or something. So best believe the best way to advertise is get your family and friends. Those people will carry your matter on their head, and if they don't carry your matter on your head, you have your head, carry it on your head yourself. So I would advise, just know what you are doing. If you have to use blogs or influencers, please find out if they are actually going to get you the amount of exposure you need, and whatever you're doing, do it minimal. Don't go way out of your budget for something that you're not sure of. Just know, okay, fine, what you're doing, if it's going to actually bring enough customers to you before you dabble into it. So yeah, that's that on forming strategic partnership. So the last one is packaging and marketing. You see, packaging and marketing is also very essential in this thing, because let me go into the whole packaging stuff. It's the way you actually promote your business. It's the way you put your products together that is going to make people actually want to patronize you. So a lot of people like fancy stuff. They want things to come in pretty stuff. Some people, you'll be surprised, some people want to buy your product only because of the packaging, because they love the packaging. Let's say, for instance, now let me use my business for an example. I have this really nice paper bag that I use, but for special occasion I have a huge red box that is very nice. So you see some people will be like, Ziza, I want that red box, because they feel like the red box is more fancy to give as a gift to somebody. So I have that option. You can have the paper bag, you can have the box, but you can have the box at an extra cost. So what I would advise is, whenever you're doing your packaging, make your packaging very beautiful, but stick to your budget. Don't go excessively into this spending so much on your packaging and getting little in return. Let me give an example. If you're selling accessories and your accessories range from 3k to 10,000, minimal, like when you're making your paper bags, for instance, you make them for 30k, for like 100, minimal. And then when you're making boxes are way more expensive, because it's like 50k to 100k to make your boxes, depending on the size and the amount. So if you're spending that much on a business that probably brings you less than 50k in a month, it's not good enough. So always know how to work within your budget. I mean, sometimes the packaging could be something that will last you for months. So always calculate and know, okay, fine, the money I'm spending on packaging, how much product can I sell, and for what long period of time? Is it really worth it to spend this much? If you don't have money, start small. Get a nice printer that could make a very nice nylon bag for you. Not nylon bag, like fancy nylons for you. Or you can start with paper bags. Come up with your logo and design something that is going to look pretty and stand out. And if you want to go into making duffel bags, making boxes and everything, just stick within your budget and know, okay, fine, whatever amount I'm spending on this thing is going to bring more customers and more. I'm going to sell more and get my money in 10 folds or in 2 folds. I mean, twice the amount basically I've spent on it. Because don't go spending money that you don't have. I always advise this thing: don't spend 50k and get less than 50k back. Spend that 50k because you know you're going to get 100k off or more back. So try and work with your packaging within your budget. And even if you feel like you want to go extra and spend so much, do it after calculating so many things. Like I said, when I sell my box, I sell at an extra cost. Even if it's 1,000 naira. If you know that you have to put duffel bags, then you put the box and everything, give them an extra cost. If you want this fancy packaging, you might have to pay an extra 1,000. You might actually have to pay an extra 2,000. People that actually want it will pay for it. So I would advise, if you want to go extra, but know if you decide to put an extra amount to it, or it's just a risk you want to take and you know that it's going to be profitable for you. Because whatever it is you are doing in your business, please make sure it's a profitable risk. Don't just go about taking risks anyhow. So please know how to package your stuff, because packaging is very, very, very important. Then the second one is marketing. I already explained, market your business the best way you can. And when I'm talking about marketing too, it's the same way like when I said curate your Instagram. Whatever platform you're on, whether your Facebook, your Instagram, or your Twitter, learn how to create content that people would like to see. Like some people would open your Instagram page and be like, wow, I love this person's feed, I want to buy, I want to check the person's product, I want to see what they're about. That is the key thing about creating your content, and creating very nice content, and creating a very nice feed. Feed is like your Instagram page. When they open it, that's what they see. So create your feed to be something that is very easy to see, very fancy, very nice, very accessible, something that they can see and be wowed about and want to check it. And when I say, like, if you're selling products, for example, I would advise to always take your product pictures by yourself. Don't take us, I don't want to use words still, but don't take somebody else's product picture and claim that it is your own, because it doesn't really ever work out well for most people. Because if you take my product picture and claim that you're the one that made the shoes, first of all, I went through a lot of stress to take that product picture myself. So seeing somebody else take it and claim they made it is actually pissing. But then when you now claim that you made the shoes, and somebody now says, okay, fine, you know what, I like that shoes, give it to me, make it for me, and then you know that, okay, fine, you're not the one that made the shoes, you now make your own version of the shoes. If it's not what the customer like wanted, there will be problem. So the best way to avoid that problem is take your product pictures yourself. Start small. Even if your phone camera is not all that great, you can get a photographer, or you can just make do with what you have. Like, that's the thing about life. Don't be too greedy, or like, work with what you have. Even God will understand and God will bless you. I know that sounds funny, but like when I started my business now, for instance, I was using like a Gioni phone. So all my product pictures were in my Gioni phone. Subsequently, I had money to buy a small iPhone. I upgraded my picture quality. You see it upgraded a bit, and now I'm in the position where I'm using a good phone that is good enough to actually take my pictures. Because right now I take my pictures with 11 Pro Max and it comes out great. So basically, if you can't have that, you can get photographers. I have photographer friends rather. So most times when my phone is not good, I'm calling my friend, please come and take my product picture, sit down on their neck, I don't come and help you. So basically, like, make sure you take your product pictures by yourself. I know there's some businesses that don't necessarily need you to take your product pictures, because if, let's say for instance, you're buying and selling from Fashion Nova, like you're buying products from Fashion Nova to sell, you can easily just get pictures off their page and sell. People obviously know, okay, fine, it's Fashion Nova, so whatever they are seeing on the model is what they will get. But I would not advise you take a picture of Fashion Nova, then you go and sew it somewhere else and claim it is Fashion Nova. If the customer fights you, they have all right to. So I would advise, whatever it is you are selling, make sure you are taking the product pictures by yourself, and you're not passing it off to be your own when it's not yours. So it's very important that you take your product pictures by yourself. Very, very important. And then when you're creating your feed, take good pictures. Like, make your feed like a breath of fresh air, basically. Like, make your feed fine, nothing too much. You don't need to do too much. You can even use white backgrounds. Come up with a theme that matches your style. It could be a pink theme, it could be a white theme, it could be like a colorful theme. Just come up with a theme and try to stick to it. So that way you can post your pictures, post quotes, just try to make your feed like fine and fresh. So whenever the person sees this, oh my god, I like this page, let me see what they're about. And then you know what, they can even look at it and like, you know what, I like this product this person selling, let me buy. So please learn how to actually curate your feed to be something that looks nice. Take your product pictures in ways that actually look nice and fine and people want to buy. Like most times when you're like, let's say for someone that is selling clothes now, it's best to, sometimes you can wear the clothes on a mannequin, but when you compare putting the clothes on a chair and putting it on a mannequin and a model wearing it, the best one people would most likely go for is a model wearing it, because they can see how the clothes fits perfectly on the person. The second one will probably be a mannequin. They can actually understand a bit depending on how you shape it on the mannequin. Also on the chair, depending on what type of clothes it is, it could also be like understandable, okay fine, I know what I'm buying. But preferably know how to take your product pictures, whether you're using a model or whether you're using like just taking the pictures like without any model or just on a nice background. Invest in backgrounds. They are not so expensive. You can even start with 1,000 or 1,500. You can buy, there are so many like places that actually sell like background props. If you need background props, come to meet me, I'll refer you to some people. Like basically they sell stuff like leaf, they sell artificial leaves, actually they sell boards, they sell PVC board, like different things you actually need to take your product picture. So you can start small. You don't need to go extra mile. You don't even need a big camera. You can just start using your phone. Just make sure you start, and you start with what you have, and then try and take pictures that actually show your product. Like actually show your product. Don't But if you know and you're sure that the product you're selling is going to match, is like exactly what make you find this picture you're getting from social media, then you can use it with the owner's permission. Don't go taking somebody's picture without their permission. You can always ask, please, can I use your picture? If the person says yes, by all means use it. So that's that on using product pictures and curating your feeds to actually look nice. Even on your Twitter, you can actually post fine pictures. You can make it a collage, or you can just post it one, or post. Twitter allows you to post at least 4 pictures. So just post as much as you can. Curate your feed and make sure it looks nice. Your description too should be very clear. Explain what the clothes is, or whatever the product is, how much it is, your location. Just make it something that people would actually see and want to buy. So that is that on actually everything. So when you're trying to start and grow your business, I know it seems like I'm talking about how to start and grow an already existing business, but these ideas also give you like, okay, fine, if I want to start my business, this is how I can do it in the long term. Like if you're starting your business now, just like I said, identify your new idea, come up with like a plan, research on it, know who your target audience is, open your social media page, know how to use your social media account, get customers, people that are most likely your target audience, know how to utilize every skill and every person in your corner. Then you start your business from there and then make your money. It's as simple as that. And then pricing, make your price affordable. Like you don't have to like say it's luxury. I think most people misunderstand the fact. They think that, okay, fine, if you say this stuff is luxury, people want it. Try and put your pricing to be very reasonable, that an average person can actually buy. Because believe me, average, like a middle class person will probably want to buy your product more. And yes, rich people probably want to buy it too, but then just try and make your product affordable for people. And if you don't want to be affordable, fine, sell to rich people. I pray they're your target audience, and I pray that they would actually buy. So just try as much as possible to know exactly what you want in terms of pricing, how you want to start your business. Don't let anything stop you. Don't see, as you're watching this video, wake up. All those ideas that are in your head and you're thinking, oh my god, I don't know where to start from, I don't have capital. You raise those ideas and start today. Literally just start today. Open your phone. If the first step is you opening an Instagram page, open it. If the first step is opening an Instagram account, open it today and just start somewhere. Just literally start somewhere, because if you're waiting for everything to be perfect, if you're waiting for this big money to come, you might never start. You might actually never start. So just start from somewhere, start small, and you will expand. My business didn't blow up in one day. It literally didn't blow up in one day. I started small, and trust me, there were so many challenges along the line, but I managed to like stay consistent, and I managed to like walk around those challenges, and that's why I'm practically where I am today. I'm still not where I want to be, but I think I'm actually at a reasonable place right now. So just please start small, and good luck starting your business and growing your business. And I hope this video actually helped in explaining a lot of things. Like I really don't know. Like I said, I don't have a business course in this thing. I'm just talking from personal experience. So I really hope this video actually helped in knowing what this video actually helped you, and you can actually know now, okay fine, these are the things you have to do to start your business, and this is what you need. So you guys, thank you so much, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. I need that subscription. I need you guys to actually subscribe, so please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will be bringing you guys more videos on tips and tricks relating to business. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. So that's that on that.